everyone, this is Sunniva.
And this is Johannes.
And you are watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And today we are taking a look at Ticket to Ride Amsterdam, designed by Alan Moon, and it is published by Days of Wonder.
It plays from 2 to 4 players in about 15 minutes.
Yes, and if you are seeing this on the channel, you're probably thinking, why are you two designing... No, we're not designing, we are reviewing. Why are you two reviewing a Ticket to Ride game? Because we, especially you, do not like Ticket to Ride.
Nope.
I have been interested in checking out these smaller kind of travel-sized, shorter versions of Ticket to Ride. We just did that with Pandemic. That didn't go so well, so you can go see that review and see what we thought about that. But yeah, this is Ticket to Ride Amsterdam. Like, basically the overview is, it's Ticket to Ride. It has the same rules. You're gonna pick up these cards with different colors, the same rules as Ticket to Ride. I am going on a limb here and saying that 99% of the people seeing this video know how to play Ticket to Ride, or do not care about how to play Ticket to Ride. So I'm not going to go into like a rules explanation of Ticket to Ride. So you are getting cards, placing out wagons in this version, getting contracts to have routes. The only like difference in rules here than from normal Ticket to Ride is that some of these spaces have wagons on them. And if you put out wagons on the wagons, you get a wagon card, or a cargo card basically. So here you get some goods. And the player with the most goods card at the end of the game is going to get like a bonus scoring. So example, if you play 3 players, the first player has the most, get 8 and 5 and 2. So it's basically a kind of, a set collection thing, a majority thing during a simple Ticket to Ride game. So this is a smaller map. It's you have fewer of these wagons. So the game is going to last a short while. And I think this is the third one. There is New York and London, and then this is Amsterdam. So it's a third one in these smaller sizes. So most of you who like Ticket to Ride have probably already seen reviews or played some of these smaller ones. This is the first one for us. So we did play it. Let's talk about first, before we go into what we thought about the game, which is interesting, we're going to talk about the rulebook.
Yes.
Which is here. It's in Norwegian, so if it works or not really going to be interesting for you, but it does something I hate. It is like this. Why? Why would you do this? Why would you have an accordion as a rulebook? There's no reason for this. It's not easier to read. I could just open it up on a page. I can read it. I can open it up. I can basically do that. And then I have to turn the whole thing around. Just stop doing it. Stop doing it. I do not like it. But the game is Ticket to Ride, so it's not really a lot of rules to read. And probably if you have never played Ticket to Ride or played any games, you're gonna understand this rulebook, even the Norwegian version, which usually is not very good.
But is it actually a decent Norwegian rulebook?
It's okay. Like it is on Norwegian, and you can read it, and it's possible to read.
Yes.
So let's talk about the artwork and the components for Ticket to Ride Amsterdam, which is still the game we're talking about. If you kind of zoned out there and thought we reviewed something else now.
It looks classical Ticket to Ride.
It does.
Style. Look on it. It has nice plastic wagons. It has decent card quality. I think it's a neat travel size on the box. I'm happy. And
I like that it's different. I like that it's wagons. These are really cool. It's not trains. Like it's something else. And also I love on these cards you have different kind of artwork that matches Amsterdam. So this is a guy rolling a barrel and a guy dragging a wagon. So it's
typical Amsterdam,
typical Amsterdam. Just all of the people. If you've been there, everyone's just rolling wagons.
Rolling barrels.
No, not rolling. Yeah, rolling barrels. And just being in a boat. I think they're still doing that.
Yes.
There's still both. One thing that we should mention, that it probably something you should mention, is that this is very colorblind friendly.
Yeah.
Because all of the colors has also a symbol. And the symbols then match on the board where those colors are.
They're not super visible though.
You will see them.
Yeah, okay.
I'm guessing that you will see them. I can see them. So, and I have eyes. So if you have eyes, you probably can see them.
Yep.
But if you're blind, not colorblind, you will not. It's not blind friendly.
Yes.
Only colorblind friendly.
Blind friendly.
No, it's not. So yeah, nothing really to say about the components. It is good components because in Days of Wonder, as you said, card quality is good. Everything is good.
Everything is good.
2 thumbs up for this.
Yes.
I will say. Like I only have 2 thumbs, so it's going to be 2 thumbs. So the game says it can be played in 10 minutes.
Yeah, that has to be a quick game, I imagine. And this is Ticket to Ride. It's pretty simple. I don't need to think a lot about decisions that I'm making. But
this is my turn.
10 games.
I'm taking these two cards. Done.
10 minutes, I don't know. But 15 minutes, I can see that happening.
Yeah, the games we have played. Did you play 2 players? I don't remember. But I've played 3 and 4 players.
Yes.
And it takes about 15 to 20 minutes. I think the 4-player game took about 22, 23 minutes. So it's a short game. I think 10 minutes, maybe you can do it 2 players. But it's still a very short game. 15 minutes is a very short game. So it is a short game. Nothing really to say because it's not like, oh, it felt very long.
It felt actually really quick because the map fills up very fast. When we played it, was a few times.
And you only have 16 of these.
Yeah, it was a few times that I miscalculated the amount of cards that the other players had, and I just like the last round, I didn't get to place the last route that I needed to combine my whole network of lies. I don't know. I like this edition though.
Yeah, so into gameplay basically.
Yeah,
let's talk gameplay.
Into that.
Let's do that.
I because this you get this for all the routes on the outer side of the map, so it feels kind of like the game is compensating for the not the direct routes.
Yeah.
And I like that. I like this element that you can build like directly from this city to this, but if you do that, then you get this.
Yeah, so it's basically that, because most routes are probably like easier to do crossing, so you get like a bonus for that. I enjoy that, and that's basically like the only gameplay thing I can add because it is Ticket to Ride. So it's basically the same as Ticket to Ride. So I think like there's not enough. Do you have anything more to add to the gameplay section? Because I feel like everything I have to say is kind of final thoughts.
Yes, I agree.
Because there isn't like a lot, I like this mechanism, I like this mechanism. It is Ticket to Ride.
Yeah,
just
short. It's a simple game with some randomness here
a lot
and
of
there.
Randomness, yeah.
But it's very short, so yeah, we can segue into final thoughts.
I think it's probably going to be like a bit longer final thoughts than usual because
Yes.
there's not a lot to say in the gameplay section. So do you want to begin or should I begin?
I can do it.
Okay.
It is
Final thoughts.
known that I don't like Ticket to Ride. I don't like it at all. It was in my top 10 overrated games.
It was absolutely, yeah.
And this one I can stand because if I'm playing Ticket to Ride, I would rather my mystery lasted 10 minutes than, I don't know, how long does
An hour or so, yeah.
And so this actually I thought was fun because I didn't.
But now you're saying 2 different things. First, you're saying like you can stand it and you want your mystery to be shorter, and then you say what you said when you played it, that you actually enjoyed it.
Yes, but I'm getting to that.
Okay.
I don't, what do you call it? I don't have time to be bored because it takes so short time that
Makes
I
sense.
think that okay, it's a few decisions on which contract that I think I will manage. This is kind of self-explanatory what you need to get where you're going. So I think kind of this is the most interesting part of the game.
Yep.
And for a 10 to 15 to 20, like in that zone game, this is actually a game that I enjoy.
Yep.
I would not enjoy it for an hour, and I don't because I don't like Ticket to Ride.
Nope.
But here, I actually think it's nice.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 6. And I'm happy about that.
So yeah, so 6 is basically like it's an okay game, nothing
Yes.
more than that. Okay, yeah, cool. So I agree with basically most of what you said. I'm gonna say this. I know if you love Ticket to Ride, you're gonna be you're not gonna feel the same thing. But I feel this is what Ticket to Ride should be.
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
This is what Ticket to Ride should be. Like I can see that if you love Ticket to Ride, there's more depth. There is more depth
Yes.
in the and then there's a lot of different cool maps. There's a lot of different strategies. I can see that. But for me, Ticket to Ride should be a filler. And this is what this is. It's a great version of Ticket to Ride. And I remember when we sat down and played it, I was like, and we went into it being, this is going to be Ticket to Ride. And we don't like Ticket to Ride. But I enjoy this. And every time I played it, I have enjoyed this. And this is one I think I want to keep. Because this is one that when my nephew get a little older, we can jump. We have played Ticket to Ride Junior, which is not a very good game, but it's fun for him. So, but we can play this. It's easier. It goes really quick. So you can, if he loses, it doesn't matter too much. You can play it again.
Yeah.
And I do not see myself taking this out and playing it with gaming groups. But it is. I think this is the best version of Ticket to Ride I have ever seen. And one of the reasons is that it's quick, and I think that the mechanisms of Ticket to Ride, so let's just say the mechanisms, let's just take away the added thing. The mechanisms of Ticket to Ride lend itself well to going quickly, because there's a lot of randomness. There's a lot of randomness, lot of randomness, and you can still block here like you can in Ticket to Ride. You can see like if you're good at the game and you know the routes, you can go ahead. Oh, I see you're trying to do that. I can try to place on this one so that you don't get that route. And there is a lot of that still here, but it just goes by quickly. And I think that it's for me, of course, you know that when there's a lot of randomness, the shorter the game is, the more forgiving I am about that. So this is my favorite Ticket to Ride. I like it for all those reasons. I think I want to keep it because there are some people that I think that this is a great thing to play with them. And yeah, I think I'm going to give it like a 6.5. I think it's a bit more than just like a game on a pile of games. It's like a 6 is kind of like an okay game.
Yeah.
I think this is like a bit more, but not a great game. So yeah, a 6.5 for me, and that's the end.
Yeah, I have to say, I think to give a Ticket to Ride game a 6 for me, I never thought I would do that in my life.
No, when it's
I'm
usually
super
like
happy
should
about
be a
this.
2, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the end of the video.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Cool. If you're still here, please subscribe to the video because it's cool and it makes us happy, and you will get more videos like this where we talk about games, either games we like or games we don't like. And both are good because it's good to talk about games because games are good and they make us happy. So that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Johannes.
I'm Sunniva.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye bye.